When I reached out to the Facebook group, that was the first time I made a step into the community. I had for years been kind of an observer, constantly, daily, like searching for posts of, oh, I tried this vitamin and I found relief, or read this book, or try this thing, or this whatever. I was always scrolling every day, but I never was really vocal. I just kind of, I think it was also, I don't know if it's like an imposter syndrome, but like, I felt like I've always felt because I have such a mild case, or have gotten myself to such a mild case, that I always felt like I didn't have I don't want to say right, but like I didn't have the authority to like be a part of this, or now be a voice for it and like speak for these people and give these people a voice. I always was so hesitant about doing that. And then it was like, I really want to make this thing, but I gotta have these people's blessing, So that was my first step. I was blown away by the positive response, like universally positive. I don't even think there was a single person that was like, I don't think you should do this. I think that this is wrong. It was crazy that everyone was so supportive. And I want to say too, one of the crazier experiences with making this was, this was my first step into the community of digitally talking to people, but it was also the very first time I spoke to anybody with the condition. I had met anybody with the condition. So that was also mind-blowing. Like, I think the very first person I met was Stephanie Longos, and she's one of our producers on Cookie. On the phone, I met her, and I think it was this funny aha moment, and it was crazy. She got it way back then too, but it was this aha moment when I was like, I think you're the first person I've ever spoke to with this, and I'm like 32, So the whole thing has just been such a trippy thing. My experience working with the NSDA, to be completely transparent, was surprising and so beautiful. It was surprising in a way that before I was even reached out to by the NSDA and had started creating this dialogue, I had the wrong perception about the NSDA. I, to be quite honest, it was a little bit of a negative perception, and it was only on my part because I've never really done my research. I just thought it was this, to be quite honest, this group of people that were just trying to get people to do Botox, and that was it. And it's so much more than that. And when people do their research and once I started communicating with the NSDA and speaking to them and realizing how excited they were for Cookie and really anything that can bring awareness to this condition, I was honestly mad at myself. Because, until you really get to know anybody, you don't know who they are. And so that was my mistake of not doing my research. But I'm so glad that I have got to know this amazing group of people, because they have such a hard job of representing this small group of people that suffer. But also, it's such a beautiful group of people that are doing such amazing work with a very hard job. It is a very hard job, but I think that we've just hit the tip of the iceberg of spasmodic dysphonia, period, but of being able to, I think within 10 to 20 years, and I think things like Cookie and different things like this, within 10 to 20 years, everybody will know about it. And I think that is what we need to get the step in the right direction of, finding a cure for this thing.